Eagle Eyes, Jennifer here.
Jennifer, you've got to help me. I just got a great deal, I think. But I also blew my birthday money. My mom's going to kill me.
What happened?
I bought an autograph of George Washington for $50. It's in great shape. Only I started thinking, how do I know it's real?
We can find out if it's real. Where are you?
I'm at Taylor Park. I was supposed to put $25 in the bank and spend the other $25. If my mom finds out I spent it all, I'll be grand until I'm 65.
We'll be right there. Bobby's a great guy and a good friend of ours. We have to help him figure out if he was ripped off.
I was in the mall at the baseball card show that ends today. There's a bank there, so I was going to deposit my $25 and then spend the other $25 like my mom said I could. This one booth had nothing but autographed baseballs. I wanted to buy cards, so I was about to leave, but this guy asked me, "Ever seen a George Washington autograph?" He shows it to me, and it looks real. Then he tells me I can buy it for $100. When I told him I only had 50, he said he'd make a deal. So I said okay and bought it. Check it out.
We have to get to the mall before that show closes. Otherwise, we may never see this Jackie King again, and Bobby may have lost his money. This looks like a great card show. I've been meaning to come check it out. Look, there's the booth for King's House of Cards over there.
Hi there, kids. Which one of these autographed baseballs you want? I've got all the stars.
We wanted to ask you about a George Washington autograph you sold to one of our friends.
Sorry, kids, but that was a one-of-a-kind item. I bought it from the grandmother of one of my shop's regular customers. I do have this Babe Ruth autographed baseball, though. This ball is over 50 years old, only $200. See the smudge on the autograph? Lots of dealers wouldn't point it out, but I'm honest, so I will. If that smudge weren't there, the ball would be worth $500.
Bobby asked us not to get help on this case from his mother, Mrs. Garcia. He'll tell her the truth about spending his birthday money tonight. Until then, the library is off limits. Maybe the Richview Historical Society will have some clues that will help us.
Well, George Washington never came to Richview because our town wasn't founded until after he died in 1799. But let's see what we can find. That's when the first newspaper started in our little town. Your autograph is from 1781, 60 years earlier. You might find something interesting in this box. It's filled with letters donated by the Blackman and Hartman families. Be very careful with them, please. The paper is old and delicate. Both those families moved to Richview back in the 1850s, before the Civil War. Some of the letters were saved from long before the 1850s, though. There may be letters there from the Revolutionary War, when George Washington led the army. The Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776, and the Revolution lasted 7 years, until 1783.
Wow, that's the same year as the autograph.
How fascinating! A letter from a soldier in the Continental Army. The Constitution that set up the U.S. wasn't even written until 7 years later, in 1788.
Andy Hill runs Hill's baseball card shop. I wonder why he didn't get a booth at the card show.
Hi, kids.
Hi, Andy. Why aren't you at the card show in the mall?
Too expensive. They wanted $80 a table, and I'm already paying for my shop here. It's slow today, but tomorrow the show's over, and my customers will come back.
We're trying to figure out if this George Washington autograph is genuine. Can you give us any help?
Let's have a look. I know a little bit about baseball player autographs, but I've never seen a George Washington autograph before. In general, the only way to know an autograph is genuine is to ask the famous person to sign it for you. If you watch them do it, you know it's for real.
Are there lots of fake autographs out there?
Most autographs that people sell are genuine, but there are lots of fake ones around too. It's really hard to be sure, but there are some clues. It looks like this paper was signed with an old fountain pen or quill, like they really used in those days. Ballpoint pens and felt tips weren't invented until much later. I wish I could tell you more about it. I don't see anything about it that proves it's real, but I don't see any proof it's not real either. Sorry, but that's not for sale. It's about 60 years old. I just keep it here at the shop to show people. Lou Gehrig was a great slugger who played with Babe Ruth.
How much would I have to pay to buy a ball like this, autographed by Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig? I mean, it's all yellowed and everything.
Any old ball turns yellow or brown. Many are covered with shellac, a coat of clear paint to protect the ink, but that makes them turn even more yellow. Even like this, you'd pay $4,000 and up for a ball autographed by Gehrig or Ruth.
Good idea. An antique shop might know about old autographs.
We don't sell autographs, children. It's hard to prove they aren't forgeries, and we guarantee that everything we sell here at Brass Monkey Antiques is authentic. I'm certain that a real George Washington autograph would be worth hundreds of dollars. The owner, Mr. Edwards, might know more, but I'm afraid he isn't here.
Miss Polaria, is this an authentic George Washington autograph?
Oh, no, children. It's the frame that's for sale. The letter is a reproduction we placed there, so the frame wouldn't be empty. You can buy those reproductions at bookstores and gift shops. Circa 1796, however, is a Latin word that means the frame was made about 1796. It is authentic.
Thank you, ma'am. We just wanted to look at the signature on the page. I think you figured out whether the autograph is genuine or fake. Pick the 5 clues that you think solve the case. I think you... Those are the clues we needed. Now, is the autograph real? If you think so, choose George Washington. If not, choose the person you think is responsible for the fraud. That's it. The autograph is a fake. The autograph says George Washington, U.S. Army, 1781. Bobby Garcia bought the autograph from Jackie King at the baseball show for $50. Ms. Polaria told us a real autograph would be worth hundreds of dollars. Jackie King showed us a Babe Ruth autograph on a milk-white baseball. He offered to sell it to us for $200. He said it was over 50 years old. But Andy Hill showed us a ball signed by Lou Gehrig, who played with Babe Ruth. It had yellowed with age. He said a real ball autographed by Ruth would cost over $4,000 and wouldn't be clear white. The Ruth baseball was a fake. We knew that Jackie King was a crook, but that wouldn't get Bobby his money back. We still needed proof the autograph was a phony. The letter Mrs. Arnold showed us was from a soldier in the Continental Army in 1781. It was called the Continental Army because it was set up by the Continental Congress in 1775, a year before the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776. The autograph says, George Washington, U.S. Army, 1781. In 1781, he commanded the Continental Army. The United States and the U.S. Army weren't organized until 7 years later in 1788.